Good morning, everybody. Happy Sunday to everyone. I'm Go Veer, Go Home, and this is the Sunday Brunch Kit Builds. Every Sunday, we gather at roughly about 11 a.m. and we build kits. It's what I do. It's what I've been doing for, I don't know how many months this has been going on for. At least 4 or 5 months now. And it seems to be a good time. Everybody enjoys watching and building along, working on their layouts, or just chilling. So before we get started, I just wanted to go over a couple of things. Hey, James. Hey, Jack. Good morning to you guys. I'm very close, super close even to 2K. I'm about 94 subscribers away. So that means I'm going to be doing a huge giveaway. What I think is huge anyways. On top of that, next week is probably going to be I should say this week because it's Sunday. So Monday, etc. It's going to be a pretty busy week. I've got a number of reviews that I have lined up. So watch for those. Some product coming in the mail, and it should be good. People love a good old-fashioned mail call too, so why not, right? And I've got a few other giveaway things that I will be doing in the near future. Good morning, Ben. How's it going? How are you today? And along with the giveaways, now there's a couple of ways that I can do the giveaways, because I've done giveaways in the past, and some people do the magic wheel where you just put everybody's name, or you tell everybody in the chat to put a number, and I've already picked out a number and I wrote it down, and whoever gets the number gets the prize, etc. So I'm still working out the finer details and whatnot, but watch for a couple of giveaways in the near future. Also, with Christmas coming, that there's going to be some, we'll call them Christmas presents, that I'll be giving away as well. Hey, John, how's it going? And JL and AB Model Railroad, how's it going? All right, so I've got a couple of things that I'm working on today. Nothing major, but detail parts. So I've got one of these here. It's like a little electrical box. I don't know if you can see that or not. There we go. Cute, right? So yeah, it comes in a couple of building kits and whatnot, but I've got a couple of different ones here. It's just a bunch of little pieces that you have to take apart, or you take out of the sprue, and then you fashion them together, right? These normally come in building kits that I get, but you can also buy them as an individual sprue. I think you would get like 2 of these in a package from Walthers, and you can buy those as just extra detail parts for your layout, for your buildings and whatnot. So that is something that you could probably get if you're ever needing extra parts and whatnot like that, to add detail to your buildings. All right. And we've got Forever DC and Mark from M&M Rails, Perry by Trains by Perry, Mr. Atkins, David Atkins, how's it going today? And of course, if anybody wants to join, if you're working on something, working on the layout, working on building a kit, if you want to show me your pet cat, I don't care. Just keep it mostly about trains, and we'll be good. But yeah, that's the link there. So I'm going to get started here. I'm sure people will pop up eventually. How's everybody's Sunday so far? I had my McDonald's breakfast, took the wife to work, and now I'm building kits, because what else are you going to do on a Sunday, right? I enjoy building kits. It's my favorite part of the hobby, besides running the actual trains. So Yeah, so I guess that's why I have a specific day set aside just for doing this. That and the fact that I've got tons of kits, like some that I've started and haven't finished, some that are still in boxes, and yeah, the layout slowly, filling it out as I go. Haha, breakfast is trying. Choo choo. Hey, I'm the one who makes the cheesy jokes around here. All right, so up first we've got Perry. Perry, how's it going today, sir?
Not bad, you?
I'm good. I'm good. Looks like you're working on some locomotives there.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure you can recognize the first one there.
Looks like an F40PH from Walthers, I believe.
Yeah, so it's all set in primer. I primed it yesterday. I actually did a YouTube video of it I recorded it rather, and then I put all the pieces together. So you can watch if you go to my page, you can see me actually priming this unit. Turned out very nicely. I was able to put the front pilot back on and stuff, so it's ready for color, and that'll
Nice.
be happening later today.
Nice. For those who don't know, that was the Walthers F40 that I just recently purchased, and Perry's he's gonna paint that up for me. There's just certain jobs that you want, a better level of skill doing it, and I've known Perry to do a number of really good paint jobs. So I'm just like, Perry, do you mind? And I did share that video as well. I don't know if I mentioned that to you. I shared it to my other forms of social media as well. So.
Oh, did you? Okay, cool.
Yes.
That's neat. Because so, anyways, this is Brandon's unit that he just purchased as well that I'm working on.
The Canon unit, right?
Yeah. So, and he's Bubs 031 on here. So I'm. It's been totally. I tore it in a million pieces yesterday, and yeah, to dull coat it, and so I dull coated it all, and I put on all the grab irons and stuff on it, the lift rings and stuff.
Nice. And you had to individually drill all that out, right?
No, the holes are all there. It's just Katos can be a little bit of a pain to do, but if you know how to do it, then it's pretty cool how it works, because they kind of snap in, and you can feel like a little pop if you know what you're looking for. But anyways, and they're all on there. I also tinted the windows for it, and I'm gonna I'll do some weathering of the grills and stuff there a little later on, and I'll show you. I was at the grocery store, and the new model railroader is out for December. If you want to look at that at your hobby shop, I haven't looked at it yet, so I don't know what's in it.
I wonder if is that the new Athearn on the front, the Santa Fe?
Yeah, that's one of those SDP40Fs that Santa Fe got from Amtrak.
Yep.
You can see the little notch in the front there.
Oh,
that's a good sign that they Santa Fe bought them from Amtrak, and then they cut the notch in there so that they could go up, and they put the front grab irons and stuff on it there, or the stuff, so that the crews could walk in the front door.
Nice.
Because on the Amtrak one, there wasn't that wasn't there.
Oh, really?
Yeah. So, and our last whole track setup, some guy dropped off some military vehicles.
Really?
So, yeah, I picked out some there yesterday, or during that, and I got some M113s. Now, these were all green. These were all green, of course, so I just primed them.
Yep.
Yeah, yesterday, and they tore them apart, of course, as you can see, and then I'll be painting them they'll look more like this when I'm done.
Are you going the sand color?
Yeah, that's from my military train.
Yep.
And I also got this little thing too. It's a M109 howitzer gun. So that'll be going on a flat car as well.
And if anybody missed my Remembrance Day Third Rail Thursday show, Perry actually, he came by the layout and he brought his full military train. Also a few extra locomotives as well, the veteran units. And we had them running around, and there's a lot of really nice shots of them. So take a look. Also, I'm sure you added some photos to your Flickr page as well, right?
Yeah, I did.
And Instagram. I think we both added some to Instagram as well.
Yeah, Instagram for sure. There's some pictures on Instagram, and I've done some Flickr. Yeah, I did do the Flickr page. Yeah, there's a bunch of pictures on my Flickr page, and I think I did. I only got one video though because I was too busy running to do any more. But
I got a video, but it's like 3 minutes long, so it's like I have to chop it and whatnot, or I'll add it to one of my other videos that I have coming up.
Yeah. So this gun, I have to figure out somehow to because they run them with the barrels on, but they wrap the barrel in something like a bag of some kind. So I gotta figure out what to use for that. Just to wrap it and then put it on. I have to paint the tracks and do a couple things to it, and then it'll be time to strap it down onto a flat car.
Now, would you ever consider putting like a tarp over a model like that on a flat car?
Like, not really, because they never tarp them.
No,
okay. Not usually. So
are there usually like I thought there would be some vehicles that would be tarped and whatnot, because I've seen them going up and down the highway here, not on the back of a train, but they were tarped.
Oh, really?
So
on trucks?
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know.
I think they were heading out to Wawa, I think.
Are you? Okay. I've never known them to be tarped, but unless you see, unless it's some kind of a surprise thing, like they might tarp something, but
possibly. Yeah.
I've never seen them.
Huh. And Anthony Dodge, how's it going, sir? I was mentioning earlier. Now there's like way more people here, but yeah, I've got a couple of things coming up this following or this week, so stay tuned for that. I got some giveaway information and whatnot, and we're getting closer to the 2K mark, so I'm gonna be doing a big giveaway at that point. So watch for that, everybody. Because who wouldn't want a free locomotive, right?
Yeah. Actually, I should have my foam thing. I'm just going to grab my foam thing. Hang on.
We are all good up here, Anthony. It's just a lazy Sunday. You know how it is, right? If there's one day that you should set aside for doing train stuff, it's a nice quiet Sunday, and I mean, my kids are upstairs playing, and they're doing their thing and preoccupied. So I'm able to get some time to do this, so that's good.
There, that's better.
That's one thing I do need, mind you. I don't work on locomotives enough to actually say, well, maybe I should invest in one, even though they're like $20. But,
well, they're not. I don't even think they're that.
Yeah,
it's just like a couple of bucks. I don't know.
Is it the Bowser one? Because I know Bowser made them, right?
I don't know. I think I got this from Jeff's. There, he has them. They're just sitting around. So.
Oh.
I'm just gonna do some of these grills here. That's basically what I'm going to do. The rest of the weathering, it'll be done with an airbrush. So.
Oh, right on. I mean, they're even great for just changing out couplers, right? Like you don't want to scratch the top of your
Well,
mic.
yeah, like I use it quite a bit actually for stuff, as you can see from different spots of crap on it. But
Have you ever seen those magnetic Petri dishes? Looks like a Petri dish, but it's like it's completely metal and magnetic. It's perfect for
yeah,
like screws and small bits.
I think I have the Kenny and Tire. I think sells those.
Let me see if I can find one because that's a very handy tool to have.
Yes.
So I think Bubs is out in the field today, so he probably won't be joining us, and maybe
Well,
next week.
I wasn't. Yeah, I thought he was out on exercise or something, and then he texted me later last night because he was asking me if I wanted to buy a temple train. He found one, so
Like a full
because I
one,
was. Yeah, it was a
like the
CN
box set,
one.
right? Oh yeah, okay.
Yeah, CN one with extra cars too, but I think they want too much money for it, so they want like $600 for it.
Yeah, it's roughly. I mean, was that with sound or?
I think so.
Yeah,
Is
that's
that
not
what
bad.
you
Like,
paid?
yeah, that's roughly, but yeah, like 650, and then like obviously tax and shipping, but
Yeah.
yeah, because you got to remember, right? Like 300 for the locomotive and about 120 per car. So
Oh,
anywhere
maybe.
around the 600 mark, right? So
Okay.
now you said that you had gone to the club, right? That started back up again.
Yep.
How
Their
was
last.
everything for you?
It was fine. Like, other than we had electrical issues, so we weren't able to run. Like, I generally get there at like 8 o'clock in the morning as soon as they open, and I run a test train just to make sure everything's going well and all the joiners are joined and stuff like that for
Mhm.
everybody, and so I came out of the fiddle yard, went around the west loop, I think, and came back and got as far as the yard.
Yeah.
And then we found we had electrical problems in the yard due to some wire issues there with acid core solder, and
Uh-huh.
that's as far as I got. That was about, I think it was about 9:30 when I started, and I didn't get running again till about 3:45 in the afternoon because we just had to tear everything apart and redo the wiring, and so. But after we did get running, it ran really well, and like, everybody was doing what they were supposed to do. Everybody had like masks on, and everybody was double vaccinated, and so other that way it was good.
It's good.
It
It's
was
good to
it
hear
was
that things
actually,
are kind of getting back
yeah,
to normal, right?
a little bit. So we're doing it again first part of December.
Hmm.
So we're looking forward to that and doing that again, I guess.
I'll have to come out
But
for that one. Come see you guys, maybe
yeah,
film or do a live or something. Especially if it's on a Sunday morning, right? Like I can probably make it out there for a Sunday morning and do a live as is, right?
yeah,
Do a walk around and get to see all the
just
modules and whatnot.
yeah, because I'm sure. But well, Brandon will be there because his module's in the next setup. They've already got the plan made up for it, so it's pretty
Oh,
much in the works there now.
that was another thing I wanted to touch on because he's worked on those modules on the live here on multiple Sundays, and it was
Yep.
actually as good to see them in use and whatnot. And yeah, no, it's awesome, and he did a really good job on those. They seem to look like they
Oh,
run really well. So
yeah. Like I ran through them, no problems at all, and a lot of people were running through them and taking pictures on it. It's going to be a major photo spot once they, yeah, for them.
oh, 100%.
So,
Between that one and
so
that giant bridge module, like yeah, they've got a couple of really nice options there for sure.
yeah, that bridge. Oh, you mean that was out there in January there a couple of years ago?
Yeah, I was there that one time, and I was taking some pictures as well, and I got a nice one of Mark's via rail going across it.
Okay, yeah, that's Christian's. He only comes out a couple times a year, though. That's the thing with that modules, because he has to rent a U-Haul to get there, right? So
yeah, it makes it a little bit tougher. Like that thing was what, like 10 feet long, I think.
Something like that. But he also has the locomotive shop and the turntable and all
That's
that.
a massive. Yeah, that one itself is like a 4x8 or a little bit, or an 8x8, something like that.
No, it's it's a 4x8 sheet, or not a sheet, but like it's 4x8. It's a 4x8 module. So
Yeah,
it takes up. He puts it on the floor of the U-Haul, and it takes up a lot of room.
Yeah.
So.
And we also have James. James is going to join us here. Hey, James, how's it going today?
Oh, pretty good. I'm going to try and run trains while you play with models.
Sounds good.
Oh, okay.
Got the old TH&B going there, eh?
Well, actually, I'm going to do a different one.
Oh, what are you running today? Give us an overview.
It's a GP38.
Okay.
Athearn Genesis. It is Central, Maine, and Quebec.
Nice.
Totally custom.
Totally custom. Wait, is it sound and all that too?
Everything.
Nice.
I didn't do it, though. A friend of mine did it, though. So I do have the TH&B, though. I have every road number going for them.
Nice. Did you ever get that special one from OVR, the GP7 set?
I have the GP7 set from 71 to 77, all Atlas, yes.
Nice.
But I've ordered the Athearn Genesis 401, 402, and 403.
Oh, okay. Right on.
Yeah.
Yeah, TH&B, they're nice, and the same with the Ontario Southland.
I have those too. I have none on the box though.
And we got Hillbilly Railroad and Split Rock joined us. How's it going, guys? It's a busy Sunday. I don't know about you guys, but it's really nice outside right now, despite the fact that it's a little bit colder. It's still, the sun's trying to peek out from those clouds, but looks like it's going to be a nice day out for the most part.
Yeah, I just put just before the show. I just put my laundry out there, so.
There we go. So I got one of my little air conditioning vent steer done. It's a tiny kit. There's only obviously all four sides, and then the top and the bottom, and then you get to sit them on the roof of the building. You get about 4 of those in the kit. So I think I've got like 100 of these now, just from all the kits that I've got. They throw these in.
What is it? What is it now?
It's a rooftop AC.
Oh, okay.
It's snowing in Cincinnati.
It's snowing in Cincinnati. Really?
Snowing in Niagara Falls.
Yeah, my dad lives down there at Niagara Falls, and he said he had snow yesterday, and it melted by the afternoon, though. So.
I'm afraid TH&B is coming first. It's on the track. So.
Yeah, if Mark would have seen this locomotive yesterday, he'd be freaking out because it was in a million pieces. He'd be saying, but I got
watched your premiere. It was very short.
Which one was that?
Meaning Chris's
Oh, that one, yeah.
Canon.
Well, I can't put very long videos on, so.
Yeah.
Split Rock saying that someone needs a TH&B caboose.
I got that.
You got one?
You got
Is it the wide vision or?
I have that one. I got a couple.
Nice. Yeah, I still run modern equipment, but I always add a caboose. I don't know. It doesn't look right unless there's a Fred or a caboose on the end.
Well, I had a caboose there on Thursday night, right?
Yeah, the white one.
Yeah, that's a rarity for me to do that too.
Yeah, I have several THB cabooses, but not many brown ones. They're hard to come by.
Ah.
Right here.
Oh yeah, that's a nice one.
Yeah, it's an Athearn blue box.
I'm actually trying to find. There's an O&R one that looks like it's the same shape as that one, but it's all silver with a red top. I think True Line Trains did that one. So yeah, really hard to find.
I had one. I gave it away.
Oh well. Yeah, those are really hard to find.
Yeah. I have several on order. I have a couple of the new THB the Rapido on order. I hope. We'll see what happens.
Yeah, those should be in soon, or maybe early next year. I know they keep pushing their arrival dates.
Everything is delayed.
Yeah.
My track pieces are delayed. That I need. But I bought a paint booth though for airbrushing.
Nice. Where'd you get that from?
Amazon.
Ah.
So I guess I could turn on the button for Mark. He wanted to see this before.
For which one?
For the switch machine.
Oh yeah.
And this locomotive that Brandon has, I was surprised it has I think it's a 9-pin plug-in for the decoder on the board.
Yep.
Plus the speaker's already in the locomotive.
Is it?
Yeah.
Hmm.
I thought, wow. And it's all wired in too, like it's ready to go. All you got to do is put a sound decoder in it, and he's good to go.
Nice. Do you know if he's doing like a lock sound in there? Or?
Yeah, it's going to Tristan after me.
Okay.
To get a decoder and it's going to make its rounds, yeah. And then it'll be sound and lighting there.
Oh, speak of the devil.
Which
Tristan's
devil?
in the chat there.
Oh, is he? Oh.
Yeah, he said his job is even easier for the ESU board now.
Yeah, for sure, Tristan. Because it's if you can see, it's right there. All you gotta do is have the harnesses there and everything, or you can just unplug it if you have one with a harness already in, and just plug it right in, and away you go.
Yeah, basically. And we got GRE 2057. How's it going? And Angela Crawford, how are you doing today? It's busy chat today. I don't know if it's because of the weather or what, or people just chilling because it's Sunday.
Yeah, maybe that time of the year, maybe. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, it's model season.
Yep. That's for sure.
Yep.
There you go, Mark. I'll switch the tracks.
So I should be paint. I plan on after I get done here, I'm gonna be painting your unit there. So
That's exciting.
You can watch for a video later today on me putting some color on your. And I think I'll do the reveal of what it's gonna be. I'll show them the decals. Not that it's a big secret, but a lot of people probably don't know. Some people know, I think.
Yeah.
What it's
I'll
it is.
Yeah, you do that because that'll be fun, and I'm sure like if you finish it like by next Sunday, it's a whatever thing, but you can always save the decals for next Sunday. That way you can even do it live.
Yeah.
Gives you something to do if you don't have anything planned, that is. But you always seem to have something, so.
Well, I gotta have something planned, right? Because I can't just sit here and twiddle my thumbs and say, "Yeah, we're building kits, but we don't know what kits to build, so we're doing nothing."
I might have to like start pulling out some of my older kits that are like half done to kind of revisit those until I get more in. It's like the worst time of year for like buying stuff because it's like with Christmas on the way. It's like.
Oh yeah, I think I've got most of my Christmas shopping done. I don't have a whole lot of people to buy for, so and most of it's done. I do it online.
Yeah.
So that's.
You taking a page out of Bubs's book and just doing everything on Amazon?
No, like I went to the Disney store, and that stuff's already here. I usually go to buy everybody some calendars.
Yeah.
And I think there's a couple coming, and then that I've already got some here that's arrived, so that'll be that done. But they'll be here probably next week, and that'll be that done. It'll just be buy something for myself.
Nice. I still got
usually
quite a bit to do, but
yeah, well, you got maybe more people. I don't know.
Yeah. It's mostly the kids, right? Like.
That's you got to get stuff for them, right?
Yeah. What the trick is though is I'm gonna buy my wife a Locomotive, and when she says I can't use this, I'll be like, I know a guy.
I never thought of that one. That's a good one. Although I
don't know if you're a Simpsons fan, but one year Homer bought Marge a bowling ball, and then obviously she doesn't bowl, so he's like, well, I guess I'll just keep it.
Yeah, that's cool.
Mark apparently is buying me a 4th level for my Helix for Christmas, so that's something.
Is he?
Yeah,
so that's all right. His 1st level too.
Super sweet of him.
Super cool. You'll be up to the roof then.
Basically, yeah. I'm gonna have. Well, I was telling you, like for some of these buildings that I have on my top level, I'm gonna have to remove some ceiling tiles. So I guess if I remove the ceiling tiles because it's a drop ceiling, I could potentially add another level. Or maybe a staging yard in my ceiling.
in the roof, yeah. Yeah, but it's like some people put stuff in their attic, right?
Yep, that's true. Mark said it's such a pain to wrap, though.
Yeah, it would be. I would think.
Hey, Luca, how's it going? Now, also, because today is the 14th, and this Thursday, if I can get my calendar to work, that would be great. This Thursday, which is the 18th, we'll be over on Mark's channel for Third Rail Thursday. And then the following Thursday is a pretty big day because not only are we doing our Thanksgiving roast, where we basically make fun of each other. Before that, because that's normally at 8 o'clock, I have my new show that's starting right here on my channel called what is it? Keeping track or keep track? Or no, what is it?
Keeping track, yeah.
Keeping track. Okay, yeah. I have so many things on the mind. It's at first I'm like, is it taking track? No, I'm not taking it. I'm keeping it. Keeping track.
You're keeping it. Yeah.
So that premieres at 7 o'clock, and yeah. So I'm almost done the first episode, and depending on how well it goes, there might be more. But yeah, should be good. I hope people like it.
So what can we expect with that now?
Well, keeping track, I wanted to take, because with the GVO, you know, we joke around a lot, we have fun, you know, we do reviews and stuff. But with this here, it's a bit more, a little bit of everything. So we've got live trains. So I'll basically have like rail fanning videos on there. There'll be projects that I'm working on, reviews, a whole bunch of things, and every month it's going to be different, right? So I have a shop visit. So I visited a shop back in the summer, and I filmed a bunch of stuff, and it's a really nice shop. I know you've been there. Wait, have you been there?
Where?
Van.
No. I've never been there. No.
Well, you'll get a virtual tour of that, and it's a really nice tour. So that's there's going to be that and a few other things, and I'm even showcasing some layouts and other channels as well. So if anybody wants to, you know, be involved in that, if they want to share their channel or information about their layout and all that, you can always contact me. I'm going to put it up on screen there, gvoafterdark@hotmail.com. Send me some pictures or a video clip, and also some information about what we're looking at. You know, what you know, stuff about your layout and stuff. And I will eventually get to, you know, all of them. But, you know, I'm usually going to do about one or so a month. So
that'd be good. Chris. That'd be fun.
Yeah.
So this locomotive I'm running now was originally in Illinois Central, which I actually bought it from OBR.
You're running in Illinois Central.
It was. Oh. It's now Central Maine and Quebec. It's like your F40. You had to change it, right?
Yep.
So I found pictures of the original locomotive, and we tried to duplicate the best we can. Number 3812. It's a nice running loco, I tell you. And we got the graphics from Highball Graphics they had the decals for it too.
I love Highball. Highball does some really good decals.
So that's a nice looking locomotive. They're owned by CP Rail.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. You remember the big fire they had in Quebec about 5 years ago?
Sounds familiar.
When the tankers exploded, it probably destroyed half the town.
Oh,
Okay,
that,
yeah.
yeah. That was more than 5 years ago, yeah.
Well, the Central Main in Quebec was the result of that disaster. The CP bought them out. What was left?
Yeah.
The CP wanted access to the American track into Maine and Boston area.
Yeah, they're trying to get to the coast, right?
Well, they made it with this one here.
Yeah.
So, and my friend that did all the painting for me, we had to find dynamic brakes for it because originally didn't have dynamic brakes. We found an add-on piece in the States to put it on. We added the antennas and the air conditioner and the right horns and the paint detail.
The work that you have to put into it, eh?
This is
There's a
true.
lot of work into custom locomotives. Ask Perry, he knows.
Yeah, that's true. If you want something custom, that's for sure.
Yeah.
But usually at the end of it, then you think, oh man, that looks good, and you're really happy with it. Eh?
That's right.
You know, it's something that nobody else has, so
Mm.
it's kind of cool.
I like that all the box cars match.
Oh yeah, I got more of them coming.
And I bet they're all different numbers too, right?
Yes, they are. Those are. They're Bowser.
That makes me happy. I can't stand it when you have all the same car numbers and it's like, it looks like you've got a whole bunch of cars, but they're all the same number.
Yeah. Well, it's
That
hard
bothers
to
me.
get the same different numbers when you buy from different manufacturers too. But I lucked out on those sets.
Yeah. It gets tough though, right? Like you'll see like an Athearn might be similar to an Atlas, but like the shade is off and one is claiming to be more real than the other, yet the other one looks more real. And it's like,
Well, you look at my 403 and you look at my my SW900s, they're different color. And the 403, I actually bought that from OVR too. Last spring. That was part of his estate sale.
okay, yeah.
I bought 4 of them.
When you came out, did you get a chance to go to Larkspur?
I did.
What did you get at Larkspur? I don't know if you told me or not.
I bought a GP38 CP DCC no sound.
Nice.
See, we have family living in Battersea.
Okay.
And we're actually going back next year. We rented the cabin for an extra 2 days.
Nice.
But we're hoping, so because I wasn't driving, I depend on family to get me around. I didn't have time to get up to see you. But we're hoping to go to Ottawa in June.
In June?
Yeah, my wife's involved with family history. So there's a big conference in Ottawa, hopefully next June. We'll be there for a week.
Well, I plan on still being here, so.
Well, I hope so.
Let me know.
Too much work to move your layout.
Right? Yeah.
Yeah, you don't want to do that.
No.
Once is enough.
Yeah. Well, geez, this is layout number 5, so if that's
really?
Yeah.
This is layout number 1.
One and done. That's how it should be done.
That's it. You know? One and done.
101. 101.
And now we're working on the build crew project, which is interesting.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I've been following along with that too.
Yeah, something different. Trying to get used to this. I had some conflicts with StreamYard and cameras, but I think I solved that problem. But I'm gonna do some more videos using the cameras eventually. I don't have any editing software whatsoever. I gotta find something.
It gets tough, especially if it's not like something that you're used to doing or.
Yeah.
But your camera is pretty good. So
it's a 922 Logitech.
Okay, right on.
I also got a 920. I bought them all on Marketplace in town.
Oh,
Saved some coin.
I found a couple of different cameras, and I get so worried about buying certain things because it says it's 1080, HD, but it's
Yeah.
like, I mean, I got one. My company that I work for, they sent everybody a camera so that we can have FaceTime conferences.
Okay.
And the first one that they sent out was just awful. Like I looked yellow.
Are you
I
with
have
Bell?
I have a nice tan about me, and I looked yellow, so that's kind of weird.
Are you with Bell
Uh,
still?
yeah, but
You're the problem solver.
yeah, a little bit. But
I
they
had to
just
talk to my
recently sent
nephew
us.
about that.
Uh
Well, my nephew works is a store manager for the Bell store. I was trying to update some TV packages, but every time I talk to somebody, I got a different story, and I got to give up on it. But they can't match the price I got from Coachville.
oh. I mean, I don't really do the billing side. My
No,
expertise is technical solutions.
that's right.
Yeah,
Well, they used to have a company called that Technical Solutions, in Bell.
yeah.
My cousin worked for that. He was a linesman for Technical Solutions.
Oh, nice.
And he's not here with us no more. He had a heart attack this year.
Oh, geez. Sorry to hear that.
65. He worked for Bell all his life.
Wow.
Had a heart attack.
Yeah.
He had a bad neck muscle. He figured he blamed it on work on the lines for all his life. Up and down a ladder, looking up at the lines on the poles and back down. He figured he wrecked the muscle in his neck. So here comes the 3812 with a caboose attached to it.
That's a nice blue. I like that unit.
It's a nice locomotive, I tell you. They actually made a couple of those, the F40-2F.
Mm-hmm.
I think they're Bowser made them. My friend once got a pair of them.
Yeah. Bowser did those.
Yeah. Not a 38-2.
I'll send you a picture of one. I don't know if Tristan is still in the chat there, but he has one that he had brought over, and it's I want to say it's Overland, or it's
Yeah, it is.
OMI. Is it OMI or Overland?
Overland, yeah.
Overland.
Heavy
And
brass?
yeah, and
Yeah.
I thought it was a Bowser, but it's obviously I was way out of my field with that
Yes.
one. But
I had an Overland brass caboose, and I sold it. Actually, I had two of them. I had a Point Charles and a TH&B.
Yeah, he had his custom painted, so
Yes.
I forget what it was. A painted unit, and he had it. He gave it to a guy there in Ottawa, I believe,
Yeah.
and he had it stripped and custom painted. Then
Mhm.
I have this weird thing about painting brass. Is it weird that it just looks really good brass?
I don't like brass.
well,
it's
yeah,
ugly.
I don't know. See, when
It's
I first
not.
started model railroading, to paint brass, there was no painted brass. Like if you
Yeah.
had a brass locomotive, you had to either paint it or get it painted, and
Mhm.
but there was no factory painted ones like there was there now.
Yeah.
Perry, Split Rock is asking if you're weathering that leaser unit right now.
Yes.
What is the leasing name on that one?
CEFX.
And that's
It's
going to
CE.
obviously be going with his CP stuff, right?
Yeah, it ran on CP. I believe it's. I've got pictures of it running on CP actually, because I was wanting to know how. I was wanting to know what the weathering on it looked like.
Like how
So
heavy?
yeah, so I downloaded a bunch of pictures there last week of it, and so that's what I'm kind of going by here. But yeah, it's a CEFX 1006. It's the one that was sold to Central Maine and Quebec. and then they repainted it actually. So, but it's still, I think, owned by CEFX, but it's just painted in that scheme. So, but Brandon wanted one of these. He found one, so, and then he's given it to me to do a little bit of weathering on it, and like I said, I put all the grab irons on it and stuff on it for him there yesterday, and then I dull coated it, and after me it goes to Tristan and it gets decoderized.
So, Pierre, are you painting Chris's Locomotive now or someone else's?
Yeah, that's Chris's Locomotive that I'm working on there, that F40. Yeah.
You actually hand painting it?
No, it's not hand painted. It's I primed it yesterday with Tamiya primer. Yeah, but it'll be painted. It'll be painted there. I have a white spray bomb Tamiya paint there that I'll use on it, because Tamiyas they have a nice fine pigment, and it'll go on there very nicely.
I'm gonna try the Vallejo primer.
Pardon me?
I'm gonna try the Vallejo primer for my airbrush.
Yeah, I haven't used. I've seen a lot of stuff on Instagram from Vallejo, and there's they seem to have a lot of paints, and a lot of the some of these custom car guys are using them of that paint, and they seem to have great results with it. So I may try that in the future. I'm not sure, but it's definitely interesting watching them. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm only painting buildings, that kind of. I won't get involved with the Locomotive.
Yeah.
I'll let someone else do that. I might paint a boxcar and that kind of stuff. But,
yeah, because because I was at the hobby shop there the other day. I was buying paint for this for the F40 and stuff, and I was looking at some it was Tester's dull coat, and I looked at the can, and it's now owned by Rust-Oleum.
That's right. Rust-Oleum owns Train Plant too.
Yeah, because it says it right on the can. I was, oh, really? Okay, I didn't know that.
That's why they got rid of Tester's paint, because they Rust-Oleum didn't see enough profit in producing it.
Yeah, I know, that's the downside.
I probably fixed the motors at the plant for that factory at one time.
Oh, okay.
That's what I did for a living. I service industry.
It's hard to keep up with that stuff.
Yeah.
Well, electrical stuff, yes. Electronics, no anymore, but electrical stuff, yes. Half of it's mechanical, half is electrical. We used to fix traction motors from the switcher motors from Stelco. Obsolete stuff. They don't make them no more.
Huh.
But they're gonna scrap, or they're getting ready to scrap all the steel making process at Stelco anyhow. Gonna tear it all down.
Wild.
Cool. Yeah, well, they don't have to produce it. But.
So what's next for the layout, James?
Well, I'm waiting for 2 curved turnouts from Walters, so I can finish my second loop. And then I can connect the mill, because I need number 4 turnouts to finish the track, and they're delayed till next year sometime. So I can't connect. I can get to the second loop, but through operations only, by backing up and maneuvering through turnout, but I can't run continuously on the second loop because of the curved turnout. Originally, they were due April last year. They postponed it till almost October, and now it's January 28 before they might see them. So wow. I can't, because of my layout space, I only had 7 feet at one end. We went with a curved turnout to get as much raise as we could in a tight space, and the one turnout is going to actually feed the steel mill. So I actually have three. I have three loops. One's an industrial loop and two main lines. And I have a yard too, but the yard's on the other side of the layout room. So that's where I hope to start building the BOF in the winter. I have 2 electric furnaces. I have the powerhouse. A couple other kits I bought. I have an extra coke oven that I'm going to drop stuff in that.
And they're all built and painted already, right?
Nope.
No?
No. Well, my BOF, no, that's a kit batch, totally. But I want to run trains through the building.
Ah, okay.
I had to cut up the coke oven to make it fit where I need it because I didn't have the space because the steel mill is a lot of room.
Yeah, it's a pretty crazy size.
Like I have 19 feet for the steel mill, so I can switch tracks. So we'll see how it goes. So that's my next project, is the track. So I'll work on that over the winter in the shed. I may be able to see how I can, if I get Wi-Fi out there, I might be able to join you on Sundays and build out there. We'll see how I can set the camp, if I get the high speed working properly out there.
We're always here, so.
Oh, I know you're always there.
Hey, Randall, how's it going?
So, yeah, you're only 90 away from 2K. Is that the right number now? 90?
90, like 94, I think.
Okay.
Wow.
I went past 200.
I lost 3 this week. I don't know who I lost, but I lost 3.
Well, that's YouTube. I lost 1, gained 1, and lost. You know, it levels out, I guess.
Yeah, there's a
I guess.
right? So
I don't have a whole lot. I only have like 3 something, but I only have 360. I had 363 at the start of the week, and now today I only have 360. So I don't know.
I had 148 in the summer. I picked up a few now.
Right.
Well, it doesn't really matter about to me, it's just more for the fun.
Yeah, that's what I do. It's just.
It was an easy way to upload video for family to see what I was doing.
Yeah, that.
Yeah.
That's it. But my first video I did, it was back in, I called it it was a waterfall in the backyard. I called it the Cascade on Joya. That's my first video I ever did. It's there. There's a water feature I did in the backyard, coursing around. But now I've upgraded cameras and I can try and do better video, but I still got to research editing software. I'm not doing that. I have editing software for my my still camera, but not for video.
Because that video that I did of Chris's locomotive there yesterday, I had there's some kind of editing thing that came with this computer that I have.
Oh.
So all I did was I used it because it was in 3 sections, right? Like each segment that I filmed, like when the locomotive was upside down, and then the second coat and the third coat was all 3 different videos, and I just put them all together. And it did it all for me, and I thought, well, this is cool. So then I posted it, and then it all worked out. So.
Well, yeah, it was good. But I think like my tablet has iMovie.
Yep, that's what I use.
So that's fine for the tablet. But if I'm using my cameras, they don't work on an Apple product. So I have I guess you call it a Windows computer.
Yep.
And so we'll have to. So normally I use my tablet for most because it's tricky. 3-4 minute video, no editing. You get it goes the way it goes. That's it.
Yeah.
Take it or leave
sometimes
it.
You have to kind of work with the hand that you've been dealt, right? So.
Yeah.
Like I used to film on those old what do they call it? Like it has it's a camcorder basically, and then you would have you use a fire wire to run from the camcorder to the laptop.
Yes.
And then I would have to upload it from the camcorder and then do all the editing there. But I don't know. I've been very partial to using my Apple devices and whatnot.
Well,
So
I have a
I just find
Canon.
it easier.
I have a Canon 5D Mark IV, which is a full frame, 35 mil digital camera. I can capture live of that with Lightroom, and it does shoot 4K video.
Yeah.
But the processing of the video is so high, I don't have a power enough computer. And I went to school for still photography, which I always wanted to do. Then I got tired of, I didn't want to post on Facebook no more, and I wanted to print, but I didn't have any wall space to put it.
Yeah.
So now I'm using my prints as backdrop, because I got the Dundas station, I got the old THB station, I have the roundhouse, the winter, and I try to duplicate some of that stuff that's on the picture in my layout. So it's lots of fun though. And that new issue of their model railroad, I got that. I also discovered too, the last month's issue of Model Railroader, they had an article about some Atlas box cars for seasonal, like Christmas, Thanksgiving, and Halloween.
Yep. Yeah.
So I couldn't order them. They released them back in June. By the time I got to print, it was too late.
Yeah, like the model railroaders, when they do reviews, they're about 2 or 3 months behind all the time.
Yeah.
Oh, I got a new subscriber, Anthony Dodge. Thanks, Anthony. Yeah, so I found two. I found the Thanksgiving and the Christmas, but I wanted the Halloween one. So I have to keep looking for it.
Oh yeah, for anybody who's watching, I mean, definitely go and subscribe to both these guys, Trains by Perry and James Galton. They do a lot of really good videos, and you definitely won't be disappointed.
No, I like watching, especially when I see painting on Perry's channel. It gives me ideas for me.
Right.
And I was hoping yesterday. Oh, I'd be able to get a premiere from Perry, and I'm gonna maybe get a 10-minute video.
And he also does a lot of mail call videos. Everybody loves mail call videos. I don't know what it is.
I found that, yes.
I think that when I'm watching a mail call from Perry, it's like I'm getting a mail call. Only, I'm not getting the mail call. Yeah. He is. So that's the excitement behind it. What did you get?
Everybody likes this.
I got some cabinets for IKEA, and I redesigned it so I can hold trains. Like one drawer, when I get it all finished, will hold about 30 box cars. But I'm not going to have a yard per se. I'm going to have running trains. I'll have a yard, but till I get the stuff from Repeato to make the yard work, I won't be having it. I want to use those magnetic decouplers Repeato puts out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, because the yards, I'm going to have a bridge, I won't be able to access it properly, so I want to be able to control everything from outside the yard. But I do have a reverse Y in the plan too.
Actually, I saw this video of a gentleman's layout, and what he does is there's a yard section. It's not a very big yard. It's more like an industry. And when you load up your cars onto it, that whole section of the layout, mind you, it's probably like a 2 foot by 4 foot area. That whole section slides right out, and then it goes onto a shelf. And then on that shelf are replacement yards with cars on it. And I just thought that was fantastic because it lines up with the overall layout. And you just switch them out by dropping them off on this little platform. So that was really neat. If I find that, I'll share it. But yeah, I just thought I'd give my 2 cents.
Well, a friend of mine, he built a second level, But another friend of ours, he had this electric lift to raise the yard up to the second level. It's on motors. It works pretty good for. They didn't have the space to do a helix or do a ramp up to get to the second level by grade. So we use that. It seems to work okay for him. It's a gear motor run by belt that can raise and lower the lift to the second level.
Mm-hmm.
Like an elevator, believe it or not.
I will actually be right back. I'm just gonna check something here, and I'll be right back.
Sure, we'll be here. We'll keep an eye on things.
Well, yeah,
Cool.
we're not. Well,
Yeah. The Perry and James show now. Chris left the town.
Yeah.
But, they have lots of Lego in this room too.
Oh, do you?
Oh yeah. Star Wars stuff.
I just ordered a bunch of pieces there from Bricks and Pieces.
Yes, I used to do that too, but they got Lego owns Bricklink now, so they're charging tax and everything on it now.
Yeah, okay.
So I built the launch tower for the Apollo rocket.
Yeah, I saw. I think you saw that. You showed us that there one time. That was amazing.
Yeah.
There's a guy. Have you seen the guy on Flickr? There's a guy on Flickr that has built the vehicle assembly building that the Lego rocket and the launch tower goes into. Have you seen that?
I've seen some of them.
It's just amazing. Like
there.
the size of it is, the size of it must be incredible, because like that rocket that Lego built is like 3 feet high, and the launch tower for it would be big, and this whole thing goes into the building. I thought, oh my God.
My launch tower is 4 feet high.
Yeah. So that's got to fit into the building.
Yes.
So you know how big this building is then.
That's huge. I have another Apollo rocket too. I have another one in Lego. I have another one that was made by Airfix, which I bought. I bought on my way going to Ottawa about 5 years ago, and my Apollo rocket, Lego, I bought that near Chris's house, near Play Value Toys.
Yeah.
That's it's on the western side of Ottawa, I guess.
Play Value or Mastermind?
Right.
No, Play Value there, right on right off of Highway 7.
Yes.
Oh, okay.
And we stayed at the Godfrey College.
Because I got my Saturn V there from Walmart. They had a Black Friday sale there a couple of years ago, and they had them on sale. So I got it for, I think it was, because they were $150. I ended up getting it for $135.
Yes. Well, I got 2 of them though. One's not assembled though. I just ran out of room. My wife's got a Lego train to put together one of these centuries.
Yeah, I got a couple of those too. There, I bought a couple of those passenger trains there from there, the Lego, and I put one together. Haven't got the other one. I was planning on running them back to back, so it looks like a complete train.
Yeah.
But yeah, so.
I wonder if do you ever see that post on Facebook about the Via Rail Lego?
No.
Someone's trying to get that to be done. The Canadian and
oh really?
The Ocean, I believe. Yeah, just like small kits, but they look really nice.
Okay.
I would like to get the Continental for CN.
That'd be nice.
I have some. I have 4 coaches, and I have the observation dome that I have to rework. And I have the locomotive to pull it. I got the A and B and Walter's Proto. But I also got a CP passenger line, because everything I do is before 1980.
Okay, yeah.
But I do have a DCC and Sound Hudson from THB.
Okay.
They need to come out with the cars for that Royal Hudson, like, soon.
Well, the Royal Hudson's not the same as the Hudson that the THB cold, a little bit different. I actually been on the Royal Hudson
Oh, really?
out west, and it went from Squamish, BC to Vancouver,
Nice.
and I rode the Rocky Mountaineer to the mountains too.
I'm missing out.
Mm.
I wouldn't do it again. It's too much money.
See, the Rocky Mountaineer have a train down in the U.S. there. They got a couple of, they leased a couple of UP SD70s, and they put stickers on them. It says Rocky Mountaineer. It's still in UP paint though.
Yes.
And they're running tour trains down in, I think it's around Denver.
That'd be cool.
Yeah.
But the train runs from, the one we took went from Jasper down to Vancouver.
Yeah.
We had to take a bus from Calgary up to Jasper, and we stopped along. We stayed in Calgary, and we went to Lake Louise, Banff.
Yeah.
We stayed there and went to. Yeah, it was a good trip.
What I really want to do is take the Canadian out to Alberta to that train show that they do every year.
Oh, that'd be cool.
Oh, yeah.
But,
well, as soon as they get the Northlander going, and I'll be on that.
Oh yeah, that'll be fun.
I hope they make it reasonable for people to use.
Well, possibly.
Well, a friend of I know, he's in Montreal. He wanted to take the Via from Montreal to Toronto. Him and his wife, son, return trip. It was almost $900 for the passage.
Yeah, it's kind of nuts.
If GO Train ran all the way to Kingston, you would see me more often. I'd come out. I'd hop on the train and rent a car. Done.
Yeah, at that price, yeah.
If it was reasonable, yeah.
Well, at least with renting a car, you don't have to pay for mileage.
No.
Although they say car rentals have gone up like 21%, so.
Everything's going to go up 21%. I was at the dealership Tuesday to get my repair on the car. They had 5 new cars in the lot. That was it, 5.
Yeah, I know.
Lots of used car yet, but not. And I talked to the salesman I always dealt with. He says the price on the windshield is what you pay. No discount, nothing.
Yeah, they were saying my truck there. I just got my truck last November, and the guy was telling me that I could sell it today for $20,000 more than I paid for it.
What?
Oh,
yeah.
Well, they offered me $26,000 for my car. They wanted me to buy a new one at the time, but it would cost another $20,000 to buy the new one, and I didn't want to.
Yeah, exactly. So what's the point?
My car is paid for. I didn't want. I have enough debt not worrying about a car payment. And then because of work situation, I didn't want to risk it.
Yeah.
David, it's the plan to go at some point. I really do. It's just even with shows like we're here in Ontario, and I know of shows in February already that are being canceled. So,
are they?
Yeah, it's tough right now. But once things become more
stable,
I guess we'll say, then I'm definitely going to make my way out to Super.
It'll get better. It will. Granted.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Time.
But
my wife's involved with a choir, and they're starting to get back and practicing now too. So they're slowly.
Well, Dave, you're out in BC, right? I have to make a trip out to BC anyways because my.
Yeah, David, he's in Edmonton or somewhere in Alberta, I think. Nice area to watch trains because a lot of the trains we have around here, they're hidden. Access to see them are not great, but we do get them. Yesterday I saw a freight train, the CP freight, going through the city. And Friday, they had a big container CN train going through what we call the Dundas Sub.
Yep.
So Here she
Yeah.
comes.
Yeah, he's out in Kamloops. I have family out in, I want to say Langley. So I've been out there once, but I have to go back. It's really beautiful out there in Victoria
Yep,
Island.
been there.
Taking the ferry over.
Been there.
It's really
Been
nice.
to Victoria. My wife's uncle lives in Victoria. But my wife's cousin, he lives in Ottawa. He's with the Secret Service. He's deployed in Europe somewhere.
Well, secret's out now.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, we don't know where he is though. His dad, they live up in Palmer Rapids,
Yeah.
a little bit north of you. But yeah.
That reminds me, I was supposed to go out to North Bay this year, and I really haven't had time or energy to do that. It's only 3 hours away from me.
Yeah.
I was out yesterday for half a day running around, and it was time I was done. I was wiped out.
Yeah.
But we booked the same cabin for next September. Right? Yeah, near the end of September. We've gone for. We'll be there for 9 days. Lowborough Lake, which is off Battersea Road, just about 20 minutes from Kingston.
Okay. On Highway 15.
Pretty close to Highway 15, yeah.
Yeah.
That's called Battersea Road.
Oh yeah, I'm supposed to go out to Woodstock on the 28th this month. 28th. What day is it today?
What, for a train
14th.
show?
So, no, just to see some family. But for some odd reason, my wife is like, "Well, while we're in town, why don't you stop by the Otter?" And I'm like,
Yes.
"I might have to." So for my,
if you're that close, you better.
I mean, yeah, it's like literally like 20, 30 minutes from whatchamacallit.
Well, yeah, Lawrence said he's 20 minutes. He's about an hour and a half from me from Dundas.
If Perry, if you need anything while I'm out there, free shipping to you, you know.
Yeah.
Okay.
Make a
Well.
list, Barry. What do you want? How many locomotives do you want?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like that time when all the LRC
that
cars
place
came
would
out
be
and I had
dangerous if I went there in person.
something.
It would.
Because like I've seen stuff from Chris's video and anybody else's that's like done video there, and I see stuff on the shelves as they're walking up and down the aisles, and I think, oh my god, I'd like one of those and one of those and one of those.
Yeah.
It's actually, in some cases, it's easier to shop online because you see less. When you're there, it's like it's all being put in front of you, and you're like,
That's exactly it. It's like, give me one of everything, please. Thank you very much.
Well, it's like the time that I brought home all those LRC cars. My trunk was full of LRCs. You know, I had some for me, for Bubs, for Mark. It was crazy.
Yeah,
you're a delivery dude. That's what your job is.
That must have been a heck of a scene there. All your trunk full. I would have taken a picture of that and said, "Here, I bought some LRCs, people," and then everybody would just freaked out because your trunk was just full of them.
Sorry, guys, all sold out. None left.
Yeah, that's it. That's all we got.
Yeah, no more trains. Wait a minute, I need more trains.
Everybody needs more trains.
Well, yeah.
Yeah,
I have enough THB cars that I can pull 50 at one time.
Wow.
And my plan is once I get my GP7, we're all together and I got a layout. I'm gonna put two in the front, one in the middle, and a pusher. And I'll pull five or six of them, and all the cars like put on.
Well, I don't know if you've seen the picture, but the Rapido ore cars, they had Rapido had posted pictures of the O&R one the other day, and that was the first time I broke a sweat just looking at a picture of some ore cars. And I'm like, so there's going to be like 18 different numbers because Rapido announced 12, and then Lorne is doing a special run of 6. So
Okay.
that's a good sized train for me. 18 cars.
Oh,
That's right
yeah,
up
Oh
my alley.
yeah,
I
that's
I
a,
pulled 23 cars on my loop with a DC locomotive pulling up 23 cars.
And that's what you do 2% as well, right? Or is it 1.5?
My rise is just a little higher than 2%.
Okay.
A buddy of mine who is a road engineer from South Africa, he actually calculated out with a calculator and precisely located where I need to put the ports and told me how high I had to cut them, and I
Yep.
made them by just about 2%. It's almost well, my layout is 19 feet long, so the elevation starts about 3 feet from the start and it ends at the other loop. So decent. It's a decent run.
Oh yeah, that'll keep you busy.
Oh yeah.
You have a good
sure.
day there, Mr. Atkins.
Bye,
Thanks for joining us
David.
today.
But yeah, I really enjoy it. I just wish I had the curved turnout so I can finish the layout. I can get the last generation one. I can buy that. But
Yeah.
I don't want to put it in, take it out again.
How's that? The extension going on for that?
It's which way?
The one that goes into I guess it would be the workshop area there, and then you were going to bridge it over.
Oh, I got the bridge done. I don't have any track because I need a curved turnout.
Oh, right.
But I can get it. I'll have a track going across there in another month. I can go across and create a Y, but I can't get back to the Y because I'm missing the curved turnout. Because I actually created a reversing Y in that yard.
Yeah.
So I can go into the yard and come back out and reverse the locomotive. Just happen to work out that way.
Yeah.
But yeah, as soon as I get right now, I'm using for a workbench right now. But and I started to do some work for the coke ovens. I positioned the quencher tower. It's not in the correct spot based on pictures I've seen, but again, it was space.
Yeah.
And we're gonna add, and I want another curved turnout so I can run a second track into the rolling mill. So that's challenging. Everything's running on one circuit right now. I haven't broken the track up yet. I only got one loop.
Well, it's like me. Like I just have mostly it's one main line that goes right around.
Yes.
But I've got like my passing sidings and stuff.
Yes.
But none of them are clean, really. I still have to get a clean machine to really, do my sidings and whatnot. And like I could take the time with some alcohol and some Q-tips, but I'm super lazy in that regard. I hate to admit it.
This is an antique cleaning machine.
Oh, neat.
This looks like the CMX idea, but this was made by what's it called? International Hobbies.
Yeah.
CP rail, but the problem is it's all horn hook couplers and it's hard to replace it, take them off. So I need to find another boxcar that I can put and do it into a crossover vehicle so I can hook it up. But it's I bought this at a train show 2 years ago. Called a track cleaning car.
Now, does that have it's almost like a roller sponge on the bottom, or no?
Some sort of pad with a bit of weight to it. And I'll take it out of the box. It's got a pad under it.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah. And it looks like you can take it off and replace the pad.
So it almost
I
looks
just
like
made,
those dryer ones, right? Where you would run the wet car first and then run the dry car to kind of clean off
yeah, I
the
think so.
extra.
But it has these horn hook couplers, and they're attached to the truck. So that means chopping them off and doing something else. But I'll just make a transition car and try it out. I have lots of blue
I,
box stuff I can take and donate.
I think somebody makes a coupler that you can replace those horn hook couplers. It just slides into where the coupler was. You might
This
want to look
one
into that.
here is it snaps in. Just I guess it's just trying to find the right KD coupler that snaps in that little pocket. I think.
Yeah, but I think somebody makes one for that.
Yes, but I can. I know I have lots of blue box stuff I can take and switch it around. Like my THB can boost, it's screwed on. I can put a horn hook coupler. Lawrence sells those things. It's on this site. Right now, I use the hand method.
Well, that works too.
Yeah. This is Here's all my switches. Well, 3 of them. I have a few issues with two others. I have that's 3 switches. Well, I have number 76. So I bought a guy up in Guelph had number 72 DCC and sound. I bought it, and I'm gonna switch the shells around. And a friend of mine's gonna buy the DC version of it. So all my GP7s are DCC and sound, factory sound set.
That's the best. It takes a bit, but
Yeah, it took a bit. It took a lot of finding them all too, because some I found in Ontario, some I found out west. Some I got one from a couple from Lorne. Actually, my first locomotive I ever bought, I bought it in Dundas, and I dropped it and broke it. So I went looking online. That's how I discovered Lorne. He had one on his site just over 2 years ago. I didn't know Sparky at all. He always said, reference Sparky. You know, I knew Lorne before I knew you.
Yeah.
Don't tell him that.
And you with Lauren, like I've been buying from him for years, even when his mom was still living and whatnot. And yeah, they were at the old shop and whatnot.
Well, my father-in-law, who was a model railroader and he was a minister, he lived in Silsonburg for over a year.
Oh, really?
Because he was the pastor at the church in Silsonburg. And that's what started me on this train trip, because when he passed away, I went looking for trains for his memorial, and he gave me a train years ago and told me it needed repairs. I went looking for it, and I discovered it was missing a motor. So I went looking for old stuff for parts, and we discovered that he adapted another motor into it. We didn't know until after he passed away that we found it inside.
Huh.
So he was a model railroader going back, 30 years. And he worked for the THB in Hamilton before he became a minister. But this Arthur and Jen is a nice running locomotive.
Yeah, Athern's been putting out a lot of really good stuff.
Mm-hmm.
I think I'm like slowly starting to convert over to them the more and more that comes out. Really excited for those military units that are supposed to come out too.
Yeah.
I have a Bachman E7. That's a New York Central.
Yeah.
And it's going to run my passenger trains. New York Central. I have a complete set. I have a pair of F7s for CP and CN.
I need Athern to do more Jeeps. Jeep 30s, Jeep 40s, Jeep 9s.
I have a Jeep 30 and it is a Cato. It's a CP. I have a Jeep 35, a Jeep 30. I'm working on a couple more NW2s for the TH&B. I have 2 right now, but I sold them. I wanted the Cato units, and that's set.
They're good. The only problem, if you want to consider it a problem, is that they always look really good when you run them in 2s or you run them in 3s, you know?
Yes.
So you need to really get a couple.
Yeah,
Well,
that might be a problem, but
especially when you have grades, because I was running 4 locomotives there on Thursday night, and I was just barely moving at times.
that was a heavy train, though. That's well weighted.
Yeah. Oh yeah,
That's probably
it
why
is.
it stayed on the rail so well. But yeah, it does. Yeah, when you have grades and stuff, it's a lot harder to make things work better.
Yeah, well,
But
I'll have the car.
No fault of the train, because it's a solid train. But
it ran pretty good though. That's for sure. There. Now all these.
I have 46 minutes left on my battery on my laptop.
Well, we've only got another just under 30 minutes left here, so.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll put some speed up.
So all these grab irons just are painted right where you grab is all painted white on this locomotive. So I just did that. So.
Oh, that works out.
Oh yeah. Let that dry, and then we'll do some more.
Here she comes.
Who's coming? Oh, I got the wrong screen up. There we go.
And what was I doing?
But I have a rare THB car, Chris called the Hamilton.
Elephant.
It's the observation car.
Okay.
But it is green. It was always green when they built it.
Oh, neat. Okay,
this is an Athern, I think, too. But they don't make that one. I always thought it was the wrong color, but they made it green when they produced it. Rapido released a new, working on a new steamer, and I asked him if you want to do any kind of steamers, you need a Berkshire.
Did you see the announcement from Scale Trains yesterday?
No.
It's they're making SD38s.
SD38.
Yeah.
That one with the weird paint scheme, that one looked kind of neat.
Oh, which one was that? I didn't see the whole announcement, so.
I forget what it said on it, but I remember it was like all white, and then it had some cool lettering down the side. I'd have to double check that, but.
Okay. I know
did you buy those? Hey Chris, did you buy any of those slab slide hoppers from OVR?
Slab side hoppers.
You mentioned on your last live stream.
Slab side hoppers.
By Atlas.
I don't think so.
I got 3 from him, 2 from another hobby store, and 2 from local hobby store. So I have 6, 4. I have 7 of them. 2 CP, 2 CN, and 3 TH&B. Yeah, they're called a slab side hopper. You mentioned in your last live stream.
Yes. Oh, yeah. Yeah. No, I didn't get any of those. I just purchased a set of 6 Pro Cores from Rapido, so I'm
I
waiting for
like
those to
them.
show up.
I didn't buy those though. They're nice.
Oh yeah, here we go. This is what I was talking about. All white. It says "Can Do America."
Oh, that one, yeah.
The
It's
middle
red
one.
and white. The middle one.
Well, yeah, black and white with the blue America, and then black stripe, and then the red handrail. Looks nice.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, I think I've seen that in real life somewhere. I think that was like a bicentennial kind of thing. I don't know for sure, but Tristan said he's going to get the BC Rail SD38. Are they making one in BC Rail?
I believe. Yeah, there was. Show me your. No, there is a bicentennial there. I don't see a BC Rail.
Oh, well, maybe he'll probably get one and get it custom painted. Then I don't know.
Well, we were talking about the Athearn GP. What was it? No, SD.
These are the.
No, -9. Sorry.
Yeah, he may. Well, he's already got some -9s in brass, so I don't know if he's gonna get any more or not.
Oh well, he was telling me he wanted to get the new Athearn one, and then do. He wanted to bring it over, and we'll do a side-by-side comparison between brass and the Athearn Gen. Just for
yeah,
you
okay.
know.
Just for doing, yeah.
Yeah, there's a nice cars. Only, in fact, Old Yards only one that had the TH&Bs.
Yeah.
So no one else had. They had the CN and the CPs. But I got gift cards for my birthday, and they got it from the local hobby shop, so I wanted more, so I went and bought them there, but they were a lot more money than what Lauren charged me. But
what this about brass? I'm in. Tristan's back on.
You got brass.
As soon as you mention brass, he's right there, right? It's just what?
I see Heath in the house. Hello, Heath.
Hey, Heath, how's it going?
But yeah, I wasn't fussy on brass. That's why I got rid of it.
Human City just says hi. Human City Junction says hi. Hi.
Yeah.
Can we talk for a minute about the Aurora Miniatures SD60 locomotive? Did you guys saw the video, right?
Sure. Yeah, I haven't seen anything on those. All I know is Brandon's ordered a couple of them. That's all I know about those.
I'll send you a link after, because they have one. Like Ben was talking about, like all the details of it, and we got to listen to some sounds and whatnot. It's a really, really nice locomotive. Very comparable. I'll compare it to Bowser easily.
Really?
It's a very high level. Yeah.
Well, you basically have to, when you put out something new now, it has to be a fairly high level of locomotive, because that's what everybody else is doing. So if you don't, you won't compete.
Mm-hmm. Like it's got all of its classification lights, headlight.
Yeah.
The control console inside the cab lights up.
Well, Brandon was even saying that like the cooling fans on the back are rotate, so that's pretty amazing.
I don't remember him mentioning anything about the rotating fans, but if they do have that, then that makes it even better.
Oh yeah,
Not that you can
if you're
actually
looking
see
at,
that, but
well, if most model railroads aren't quite as high as yours, Chris. So like most of them, you look down on the locomotives, you'll be able to see it like you're looking down like you were looking at from a bridge, right?
I built my layout on the on the expectation of well, you buy a Rapido train where all the details on the bottom, but it's not supposed to fall off the rails, so you got to get right under the layout in order to see it. So I'll just raise the layout up so when it goes by, you can see all that under detail.
Yeah, well, my
That's
layout's fairly high too, so
what's the height on yours?
I don't really remember. It's just because at one time it's in a spare bedroom,
Yeah.
and when I built it, I used to sleep underneath it.
Oh, neat.
I don't anymore. So it's built up enough so that if I sat up in bed, I'm not going to hit my head on the crossers, right?
Yeah.
So,
That makes sense. So it's
but
a good 40 to 50.
yeah, I'm thinking
Inches up
52
the
inches. I'm not quite 100% sure on that, but it's up there like about that.
Oh, okay. Yeah, it's a good height. It's like so when you're looking at it, you're looking straight at it. If you're standing.
Yes. Yeah.
That
Basically.
makes
Yeah.
sense.
Yeah. Now there's a Ben Machette says that the yellow SD38 is a BC Hydro. That's the BC Locomotive.
Is it?
Yeah. So.
EMD SD38 to BC Hydro as delivered yellow. Okay.
Yeah.
Do like
they
a
would,
little
because they were yellow. I think they got. I don't know if they have a red stripe one or something.
That's right. I didn't read it. I was just looking. I was looking for the hockey stick. I got to be honest with you. So...
Yeah. Yeah. That's
Mark, Chris. I'm switching tracks using a Walter switch machine. Just for Mark.
Gotta love those Walther switch machines.
Oh, I got about a dozen of them.
Wow. Well, I was watching your train there, James, and you were backing up almost as fast as you were going ahead. I thought, holy cow. You got some good track work there, man.
Now we had a few issues with dirt spots. We cleaned them up. Now I'm on the second loop.
Right.
But now I can come into what we call onto the third industrial loop, but I can't get off it because there's no track. But you'll see it come up. I don't watch hit the wires.
I like your lift out though. That thing
looks
snug.
For my yard or for the gate?
Well, I haven't seen the yard one yet, but I am referring to like for the main part, like it's probably to the left of where your camera is.
That's
pointing.
right. Yes. So I'm gonna come out. You'll see the train come out onto this the third track next to the switchers are.
Okay.
I'm gonna go full screen so we can get a better look.
All right.
We can come out here.
Cool.
Look at that burgundy and tan there. Look at maroon. That's more of a burgundy.
So now it's coming there. See, now I'm on the third track.
Are you using Cato track?
It's all Pico.
Oh, okay, Pico, yeah.
Except for the crossovers. The crossovers are Atlas.
Okay.
Turnouts are Pico. Now it's going to run dead because I don't have any power in that part of the track. See if I can get it. It won't come.
So would you consider this like the industry main?
Yes, yeah. It allows me to get.
Oh, the caboose is off.
The wonky boost at the end there.
It allowed me to get into the industrial area. But I hit some cars where they got a derailment on it.
Oh no!
Up in the way here.
Better phone that one in.
You gotta get the crane out now, or call Hutcher.
That is a nice curve to it. I like that.
Oh yeah, battery running low. Yeah, I know.
Doesn't that always go away? Usually about this time that Brandon gets kicked out.
Yeah, it's getting there. Well, no, usually gets about 12:50 something. All of a sudden, poof, he's gone.
Yep.
So now it'll come back onto the second loop, and I'll switch back to the main.
Okay. Well, I've gone about as far as I can go with this locomotive right now, so I'll just sit and chat if you want.
So I got it right now at speed step 8 coming around the loop. You won't see.
Wow.
If I turn it this way, you see it come down the incline there.
Ben has about 40 of those Walther switch machines. They're great, aren't they?
Well, I like them. Once you get but it's a learning curve. I discovered that orientation is important too.
Mm-hmm.
That's why my first switch machines, the thorough straight through is yellow instead of green. But I didn't realize you had to reverse the positioning of them, and that was a tight spot, so I left it. Now you can reverse it by soldering a link, but I didn't. It's too awkward where it's located. Now we'll back up, and we'll.
That reminds me, I do have to get more because I need to finish the second half of my yard, and then I've got a couple of other spots along my main line that I just put. You guys know the caboose industry ground throws?
Yes. I don't have any yet.
I just put some of those as placeholders until I get the switch machines in place. So just something to hold the rail there, you know. But,
yeah. Well, that's what I use on my modules is those caboose industry ground throws.
Which by themselves, they're great. Like I love using those for sidings, but
yeah. And I just put I usually put a dab on the throw that you use. I usually put a dab of silver on each side of it, and then I'll put a little bit of that clear green and then clear red on the other side, so that you know when it's thrown.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
You know, just as a visual thing there, if you don't look right at the switch or something. So because mine are all on crossovers mainly, so on the main line. So.
So I'm waiting for the new throttle from TCS to come out.
Which one?
It's a UWT50. It's wireless.
Oh, neat.
Oh.
And it works for NCE, not Digitrax.
Right.
They're trying to resolve the ejection molding for the case. So hopefully by the end of the year. I have the interface for it. I got it from Australia. Because I'll have then with that I go a wireless control from throttle. And they designed it so they have a choice between analog on the speed steps or potentiometer.
I don't mind the wireless, but I like the feel of the older Digitrax controllers compared to like the new ones.
Yeah.
What do you find different about the two controllers?
Well, with the older ones, mine is a DT402. If anybody's keeping score, that one there, like it's a classic controller, and I just found that it was very easy to use. Layout, you know, it's not so much about grip or anything like that. It just I guess it's what I might be used to. Where the newer ones, they I don't know, with the buttons, and they've got like little buttons that look like trains and other things. It looks very kiddie-ish, you know. It looks like a toy that you would get from like Toys R Us for a toddler. But
Oh yeah.
yeah. Oh,
And
James is back.
James's battery died. Yeah, I myself when I'm using my throttle after I get the train all hooked up, I don't use the unless it's an emergency the rotating knobs. I use the buttons.
Oh, really? Oh, so you like throttle up by the button?
Yeah, yeah. Because
Oh,
I find it like you go through the button and then it'll get to the next notch in the locomotive and it just sounds a lot cooler. Just
yeah,
to go one notch at a time, kind of
yeah.
like it sounds more realistic. I guess is what I'm trying to do.
Hmm.
I don't know. Just that's what I do, anyways. Especially when I'm at the club, like or at a club and at a show or something. You're trying to make things look or feel as realistic as possible, and
Yeah.
so.
Well,
But
that's one problem
when
I
you're at
kind of
it,
have with it is that like when you turn the knob or whatever, it clicks. Like instead of it doing it silently, it just
yeah,
clicks. And when I'm trying
yeah,
to film something and I'm filming a locomotive moving, all you can hear is me going tick 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 tick.
yeah.
You know,
Whereas
and I do it for silent.
if you use the buttons, it doesn't do that.
It doesn't.
No.
I didn't
See
know
you,
that.
James. Yeah, yeah.
Hey,
Well,
James.
just try it there. Try it when you get a minute there. Just use next time you're running a train or something. Instead of using the knobs, use the buttons when you're ready to go, and just
I
you'll
will
see
definitely
what
try
it.
that. That's a
Yeah,
pro tip right there.
yeah, for sure. It kind of makes it neat.
Hmm. Yeah, I had no idea it even did that. So that's news to me.
Yeah,
I will definitely try that, and I'll let you know.
you can let me know what you think of that because that's kind of a neat thing.
Yeah. James's battery died, but James, if you're still there, thanks for coming on and joining us and showing us some trains and whatnot, and having some trains running
Yeah,
out.
that was cool. Some neat trains going. Yeah, for sure.
You never know what you're gonna see here.
That's true. Even though it says kit build, I don't know if the weathering a locomotive is a kit build, but it's kind of
Well,
because you got to put these Catos, you have to definitely put them together. Like
yeah,
all the, like I say, I put all the grab irons and stuff. Yeah, the grab irons went good yesterday. The biggest the problem I had yesterday was with the windshield wipers, putting the windshield
yep.
wipers on.
Hmm.
I don't know, I had a heck of a time getting them in the holes and getting them but I finally got them in there on and
They are
because
really
you
hard
gotta
to like handle and deal
they're
with.
they're small and it's a small hole and
Yep.
to get them in there and the certain ones go on the certain side so you have to look at the instructions to make sure you get the right side and they look right and so anyways I did that and I got the windows tinted. I think I said that already but for it and I have to get the airbrush fired up to do a little bit more. It's not that dirty. It's a little bit grimy in the pictures I have, but
Yep.
I'm back
it's
for a
just
minute or two. Different camera now. I'm on my tablet. Yeah. The computer decided to crap out.
Uh-oh.
That happens.
Well, the charging cord's on the other side of the lane, and I couldn't get to it without turning trains off. So, oh well.
We'll have to call you Brandon number 2.
Well, with the laptop, I get cameras and great view of the laptop. So the tablet's okay, but it doesn't give you the versatility that the cameras do. I tell you.
Yeah.
Yeah. But no, it's good.
Technology, right?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
But no, I think I'm making progress though. I was just waiting for Walters to get me some curved turnouts, and I'll have more. Because everything's connected to the mill. The mill area is because I have 3 passing sidings on the mill side.
Mm-hmm.
And
Right.
I have curved. Oh yeah, and I have several of that. I have on the mill side. I have 3 passing sidings and a main one on the back side of the mill. And I can run out the back, so I can actually run 3 trains at one time, which is my plan anyhow.
Wow. 3 trains.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. Well, I learned how to do that part on NCE. Haven't learned anything else though, but I know how to do that.
Hey, that's still something.
Well,
Yeah.
Don't ask me about programming. I have no idea.
I haven't hard enough trying running one time. Let all 3.
I know how to build stuff. As far as the track lane, it's a challenging part, but we're doing pretty. It's been going good. When we use Wellbond glue for gluing the track down, it works really good, and it comes off easy. You got to take a track up. It comes off really with a spatula. But I'm not going to glue any more turnouts in. I had a few issues with my Pico turnouts. One was my fault because I tried to trim the rod off with a Dremel and I melted it.
Oh.
Yeah. But they're very, very delicate. The Pico, they're nice turnouts, but they're very delicate the way they're made. I actually take now if you use a Pico turnout, I'll get it and show you. You need to do this to make your life easier. Here's a Pico turnout. See this part here by this where the slider is, Chris?
Yes.
Okay. On the bottom of that, there's 2 little crimp terminals where you the toes are together. I put CA glue into those spots because it could pop out so easily.
Huh.
Right there.
Yeah, that little. Yeah. Okay.
And don't take it apart to pop your spring out. Just take a pointy thing and pry it out.
Yeah, I have a pair of snips like this, but they're for rail cutting.
Yes.
I'm actually able to just slide it in there and snip it, and then the piece falls right out.
Right.
So
I found
it's clear to move back and forth.
those 2 little brass tabs are like a tab that's bent over.
Yeah.
The front side. I started putting CA glue into those 2 spots so they can't come off.
Oh, okay.
It's just a simple little thing. Of course, you have your wire thing, and I just glue that in too. And I cut them off a 1/4 inch. If I just except my first ones, if I ever decide to power them, I can do that because the Walter switch machines have the device for wiring up your frog if you want to do it. It's built in.
Neat.
Yes. Yeah. I didn't use it, but I might power up the frog on certain spots where I get a dead spot.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Well, what I like are the new Unifrogs where the throw arm, it's all one piece.
Yes, that's right.
So it gives you not only a better transition, gives you more power for going through the frog and whatnot.
That's right.
I just find that they work better. You know, it's not a sudden you're going straight and then off. It's more of a gradual turn, and it goes with the outside rail. So
that's
it's friendly.
Friendly
with the trucks.
All Unifrogs. They're number 6. Except for my Walters are the same design too, eh? The Walters new line that's coming out.
Okay, yeah.
They're exactly the same design as Pico, but I think a little bit better for the wiring if you want to power the frog.
Mm-hmm.
It's built in, but they have a little terminal you can solder to instead of a wire.
Yeah.
Okay.
But I use the Pico joiners. They're for code 783.
Yeah.
They're a lot tighter than the Atlas joiners.
I like using the 83s, and then if I have a section where, like my bridge in the back here, because I want to be able to remove that track, I'll use a code 100 rail joiner. It holds the rail nice, but I'm also able to slide it back with ease just to remove that piece out of there.
That's correct. I did the same thing with my bridge because my bridge is not finished.
Yeah, and it still keeps the power going through. I don't find that there's any power loss from that whatsoever, too.
No.
So. Okay.
And I plan to put my home mounts encampment underneath the bridge.
Ah, nice. All right. Well, it's 1 o'clock. We did 2 hours today. It was really good. We got lots done.
Time flies, eh?
Oh yeah. Geez, when you're having fun and you're shooting the breeze and whatnot.
Yeah.
But before we go, do you either of you? We'll start with James. James, do you have anything coming up this week that we can let people know to look forward to?
We'll have our build crew should have another build premiere on Saturday at 7. I think it's either on Nissy's channel or Roy Ethan's channel. I forget which one's going next. That will be Saturday at 7.
Saturday at 7 at night.
Premiere.
Yeah.
At 7 p.m. Eastern.
Okay. And Perry, do you have anything coming up yourself?
I'll be, like I said, I'll be painting this F40 here this afternoon, so I'll probably film that. And I'm not. I'll definitely I'll put that on maybe later tonight. I'm not sure, or whenever I get it to load. And that's probably about it. I don't know if I have anything coming in the mail this week or not. I might have. I'm not sure. I can't remember, but if I do, I'll probably have a mail call.
I gotta do a video on trains running with my cameras. Hopefully this week I get things. Try experimenting with that.
Yeah, do some run bys and stuff.
Yeah, just to see what I can create. At least I did the switching for Mark. And he said last time I did a video, he didn't see the switches work, so I did it for him today.
Yeah, the proof is in the pudding. You wanted to see it.
That's right.
For myself, I've got 2 packages showing up this week. Lucky me. And then we're over on Mark's channel for Third Rail Thursday. And we'll be back here next Sunday, probably. Yeah. So it's going to be a full week.
Oh, yes. Sure. And I got to start laying harbor floor.
Oh, geez. That's fun. Is it the interlocking one? Like just the strips?
No, it's solid hardwood. You staple it down.
Oh, okay. Right on.
I'm going to engineer it. I get it organized, see which I got to rip it down. So that's the last room in the house. My wife
get it over and done with.
Christmas. Wants it done for Christmas.
Right on.
Yeah. So.
Well, that being said, guys, thank you so much for joining me here live.
It was great. It was great.
And sharing stuff. And everybody who showed up in the chat today, thank you again so much.
We're still members anyhow.
That's true.
We didn't leave you.
No.
Yeah.
All right, guys. Well, you guys have yourself a great week. Happy Sunday. And we'll see you real soon.
Okay.
Talk there, guys.
See ya.
Bye.